I haven't won for over 20 games in classical chess. From my last win was back from the Vacanze at the beginning of this year. So that's really a very bad run.
Frustrating?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be easy at all for Gukesh. I think he's a favorite. I mean, we have to maybe say that by the past results, because he's been so much stronger than Ding in recent year, at the very least, maybe even more than year. But I think it's going to be different, for Gukesh, for anyone who's playing in that atmosphere. And although Gukesh plays very, very well, and sometimes, dominantly well, like at the Olympiad, it's not going to be, I don't think it's possible to dominate the World Championship match. I think we also expected, like last World Championship, Jan was winning game 2, and then we thought, okay, he's just going to win, he's winning with black in the opening, he's going to win this match easily. And then something strange happens. So that's what happens when you put pressure on people.
Do you think the match will be close? And if so, what do you think the score will be? You go first.
No, I don't think it will be close. But of course, Ding still makes his moves. And Gukesh will be nervous. But I think Gukesh will win like +3 or something. So with a couple of games to go, it will be over.
Okay. So you don't think it's going the distance? No time.
Not full. No.
So I think first few games will be draw. Like let's say first 3 will be draw, and then Gukesh will. Actually, Gukesh can lose also one of the games because he's a bit ambitious and it can happen. But in general, I feel like once he scores his first win, he'll just get the momentum and then keep scoring. So I don't know the final score, but maybe +2, +3, I don't know.
You also don't think it's going the distance?
It will be decided in classical chess.
Everything depends on Ding starting strong. If he doesn't start strong in the match, if he loses early, I can see his head dropping, the confidence just falling through the floor, and I don't see any chance of bouncing back. So I think Ding needs to strike first. It just depends on the first few games. He cannot lose. It's that simple.
So, probably this tournament, I mean, in retrospect, like probably this tournament will, give Ding a little bit more confidence because Gukesh has been quite vulnerable in a few games here. While in the Olympiad, he was, not vulnerable. He was just dominant. So, I obviously Gukesh is a significant favorite as it goes, but I think this is one of those matches where if Gukesh strikes first, he will win the match without any trouble. And the longer it goes without the first decisive game, the better it is for Ding, because he has the ability, but he doesn't have confidence, and anything that can potentially give him that confidence will make it more likely that he can actually win the match.
Good friend of Ding, but I've talked to other grandmasters and they don't think it will last the full 14 games. I think clearly there's something wrong with him, probably related to the federation and the pandemic and playing for China, the Chinese government. Maybe they expect too much from him.
Is that I don't treat it as a World Championship match. For me, World Championship match was always the match for the title of the best player in the world. I think the history of the World Championship matches that started, by the way, here in St. Louis, with Steinitz facing Zuckertor back in 1886, has ended with Magnus Carlsen. There were 16 world champions. You could call them, just this is at this every given moment, the best players. It's those who do the title by beating the best player. So it's, with all due respect, Ding playing Gukesh, it's an important event. It's still FIDE event. It's a quote-unquote official title. But these days, with all the modern technologies, with chess getting faster and faster, with our lives getting also faster, it's to keep an antiquated system of qualification that takes 18 months or longer to select a challenger. it's not adequate. And I think Magnus' decision, though probably I would have acted differently, but still his decision was a correct one. And you can see that he's enjoying himself now. He's playing probably better chess than before this tough decision that he had made. As for the match, I think Gukesh is a favorite because the way Ding had been playing lately, it's kind of a shadow of old Ding we all remember. If he can recover miraculously, so then it will be an interesting fight. But in any case, it's an event that has nothing to do with the main idea of the World Championship match to define the best player in the planet.
But I hope that Ding can find it. I really do. But it's like one of those things where I don't know how he can do it. I mean, he literally would have to be pretending. Like there's just no other way. He would have to be pretending, in my opinion, to basically to play at that level. I don't see it. I think there's some chance that he can draw a bunch of games maybe at the start before he cracks and loses one. But I'm very skeptical that he's going to be able to put it together. He would have to be a great actor. Legitimately, he'd have to be an incredible actor, and he would have had to just been basically not caring, just playing this, that, just one game after another and all that. But I don't believe it. I've never seen it. So I kind of hope I'm wrong because I want it to be close, but I don't see it. Yeah, when a player doesn't go into a rut like this for a year or more. That's the thing. A player doesn't go into this sort of rut and then get out. Usually it's a couple of months and then you figure it out, or 3 months or 6 months or maybe even 9 months. But it's been a long time now. He has not had a good result since the World Championship, I don't believe. And I think that's actually that's why I'm really skeptical. I know everybody wants to think that he can come back, but I start to think that there's a very good chance it's just going to be a blowout, because I just don't see how that can be the case. I mean, it could be confidence, but maybe you just lose all your confidence. But if you've lost all your confidence, you're not suddenly going to get it back either, unless you win a bunch of games. But who knows? Of course, on the other hand, let's just say he goes into game one with the white pieces and he comes in with some insane preparation and he just blows Magnus out of the water, or not Magnus, sorry, he blows Gukesh out of the water, and he gets a win in game one with the white pieces, and all of a sudden it's a match. Out of nowhere, it's a match. So, anything could happen, definitely.
Yeah, I don't want to be boring. So let's say Ding is going to win convincingly.
It's the most enigmatic match in the chess history, because you don't know what to expect from both of them. If Gukesh plays on the level he played in the candidates, then even if Ding plays at his best, he has almost no chance. But if Gukesh plays at his usual level and Ding plays at his best, then Gukesh has no chance. So it's it's almost impossible to imagine a scenario where the match is more or less even. It's one has less than 1% or another has less than 1%.